Hello everyone and welcome to R&R.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Ray.
And this is our Pokemon episode, if you couldn't tell by our costumes.
I don't have a costume on. I just have stuff on.
This is a full one too.
But we're going to talk about Scarlet and Violet today, which I'm very excited about.
Okay, so here we have a bunch of lists of things that mostly she looked up.
But I did get most of my information from the Pokemon website and for official things. And everything that has been...
Talk about the fight.
And everything that has been securely, leaked, and, we know is true. I got all of that information from A-Drive, which is a YouTuber. And he's a credible source for leaks for videos that come out. So I did a lot of watching his stuff.
Him and the other leakers are in a fight right now.
We have a normal leaker for Pokemon games called the Riddler Coup, and there's another leaker and one other leaker, and they're all kind of arguing because one leaker, who we're assuming is a beta tester, just started leaking a bunch of stuff, just a bunch of stuff.
But they probably weren't supposed to.
They definitely weren't supposed to. That's the whole point of leaking. But they weren't supposed to. But anyway, so they leaked a bunch of crap. And it was at first it was this fun little game all the leakers were playing, and then it got to the point where the main leaker, the Riddler Coup, was this is mine, and you guys are taking it from me. So they're arguing, so we may not get any more leaks for a while, but that's kind of okay, because honestly, with all the information we have here, we have
quite a bit.
Basically everything about the dynamic of the game, besides what the actual new Pokemon look like. Besides 6 of them that have already been announced.
Yeah, we already know what Lechonk looks like.
Yes.
Okay, so we can do confirmed in-game.
Yes.
I will let you handle most of this.
Okay, so the first one that's confirmed in-game that I'm very excited for is Misdreavus.
And then there's Sunflora.
Yep. And Gudra.
And Rotom.
Kamala, which is one that we have not seen for a minute.
Teddy Ursa.
Weezing.
And Houndour.
Finally getting some love, my little puppy. And
you almost dressed up like that for WasabiCon. She wanted to, but...
I did, but it was going to be too much work for a Houndoom versus an Umbreon.
Yeah.
Making Swobet.
Mimikyu.
Magikarp.
Garchomp. You are going through these fast.
Well, we have a lot. Yeah, Pikachu and Raichu.
All the evolves. And then Venonat. And his evolves.
Meowth and Cantonian Persian.
Psyduck and Golduck.
Magnemite, Magneton, and Magnezone.
Shelder and Cloyster.
Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar.
Chansey.
Pichu. We've got some babies in here.
Mareep.
Got Floppy and Ampharos too, which is very exciting. We haven't seen Ampharos for a minute either.
We got Hoppip. Am I reading that right?
They're good enough. They're Pokemon names. The whole Hoppip line. So we've got Jumpluff and Skiploom too.
Her writing's not the funnest. We got Blissey.
Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar.
Woo.
Swablu and Altaria.
I know how to say that. It's just hard to read your handwriting. I'm so sorry. And then we got Lucario. Oh, and Riolu.
Yeah, the baby.
Riolu. And
we've have Zora and Zoroark, which I'm not sure which form is going to be in the game. I hope both, but they will be in it.
Oh god, what did you rate?
Cryogonal.
That half cursive, half regular. Then we got Fletchling.
Fletchinder and Talonflame.
Yep, and then we got
Flabebe. And Florges.
Try to pronounce all these real fast with a lisp. And then we got
Clauncher and Clawitzer.
Thank you. Then we got, is that a U or a V?
It's a V.
Viper?
Yeah.
Am I reading that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. You can go.
Bagon, Shelgon, and Salamence.
I think it was isn't it Salamence?
It doesn't really matter. They're Pokemon names.
Starly and Staravia. Yep.
And Staraptor.
Yep. The evolves. And we got Combee and Vespiquen.
Drifloon and Drifblim.
Then we got Happiny.
Petilli and Lilligant.
And then we got Marini.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Marini. And it's evolved.
And
I'm not pronouncing that.
this Pokemon I keep forgetting even existed. Fomantis and Lurantis.
Those are so much fun.
They're so pretty, and I always forget they existed.
My son loves them because he loves bugs. Yeah. And then we go. What is that?
I already said it.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then we got Bonsweet.
And Serena.
And then we got Choodle.
Dreadnought.
Roly-Poly.
Carkol and Colossal.
And oh god, that's that weird.
Do you remember how hard it was for me to fucking get him in the game?
I do remember because it was also hard for me. I can't even.
It was a 1% chance to get him.
I know. What was his name? Because it's so hard. It's like
Stonejourner.
Stonejourner. There we go.
Wait, the new ones.
Oh yeah, we got the new one. We got Lechonk.
And we got Palmy.
And then we got Smoliv.
Sprigatito.
Quaxley, which you talked about in the past episode.
Don't know how to say these ones. They're brand spanking new. It's the legendaries for the game.
Koraidon.
And Miraidon.
Yep. So, since we're on the subject of new ones, why don't we talk about the new ones? Is it over here? They are. Start with Palmy.
Palmy is so exciting. I think Palmy is so cute. So Palmy is basically the Pikachu rendition that we have every new generation, like Pachirisu and Emolga and Plusle and Minun and such. But they normally don't evolve. The only one that evolves is Pikachu.
Into Raichu.
However, Palmy is supposed to have 3 stages, so fully evolved. It's going to be electric fighting, which, like, how exciting is that? It has electricity that's stored in its cheeks, just like all the other ones. But it has discharging organs on its paws.
All 4 of them.
And this is so cute. It learns a totally new move in this game that has never existed ever before. We've never had a move that does this dynamic in battle. And we don't know the name of it yet, but we know that it revives the Pokemon in your team. It has 1 PP. What are you doing?
The music changed up on me.
Stopping in the middle is so hard.
I'm so sorry. I just realized that it was not playing the song.
So, I'm not cutting this out. I hope you
That's
know that.
fine. I understand. That's not me.
So, Palmy, it can revive 1 faded Pokemon from your party with this new move via its hands. Like CPR. I love it so much. It's so freaking cute. I'm so excited, and oh my god, he's so cute.
Sorry about that. The music, I didn't put it on loop, and then it started playing commercials, and I heard it in the background. Then we got Lechonk, the Hog Pokemon, which most people have seen the leaks for this one. It's a normal type. It's got a good sense of smell to find the berries. As a result, has a radiant aroma resembling herbs that bug Pokemon really hate. And then we got its evolution form differs based on its gender, kind of like Wobbuffet. It has makeup on, which is
a girl with lipstick. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that. It's a pig girl with lipstick.
Apparently, it's supposed to have eyeshadow and mascara.
That's adorable. Does it have blush too? I mean, the pig already looks like it has blush, right?
I think they already ruined it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the male version looks okay.
The male version has a tie and a 3 o'clock shadow. And then it's got Aromavale, Gluttony. You want to explain that?
Right, so its abilities in this game are going to be Aromavale or Gluttony, and Aromavale is something that's really only used in the competitive field, but it prevents Taunt, Torment, Encore, Disable, Curse Body, Heal Block, which we hardly hear about anymore, and Infatuation.
Love that.
Me too. And then Gluttony is also good for competitive, but it makes it so that HP berries that usually only restore 25% of health will now restore 50. So that's kind of cool.
That's so cool. Oh, I love these new Pokemon. Now let's go to Smoliv, the little Olive Garden olive. So it's all a Pokemon, obviously. It's grass and normal. Oil comes out. Oh, that's adorable. Oil.
No, it's not adorable.
That is cute. He's so sad. Oil comes out of its head that has a strong and bitter taste and cannot be consumed. It will shoot the oil when scared, slowing down the opponent. Fruit on its head stores the oil made from the nutrients it gathers through photosynthesis, kind of like most plants.
Yeah.
And can go weeks without eating or drinking. Ooh. So, is that gonna mess with the picnic dynamic, the component?
No, because they wouldn't put something like that in game anyway.
Okay.
But the picnic
I
dynamic.
didn't think so. I just figured we would talk about it after this.
Yes.
It prefers sunny and dry climates and loves to sunbathe. I thought that said sunbake. I was like, oh no, it's gonna die. Evolved into an olive tree. Aww. Early bird wakes from sleep quicker.
That's its ability.
That's adorable.
It's super cute, and I'm really excited to actually see what they turn into. I'm excited to see what all the new Pokemon are that we know nothing about yet.
I call Weed Cat. So, Sprigatito. Possibly grass or dark. We're not sure yet. Overgrow powers. Up.
Overgrow is its ability.
Right. So, it ups the grass type moves?
When its HP is low.
Oh, I love that.
They all do that for their thing. Fuecoco he's possibly Fire Ghost. His evolution is confirmed to be non-bipedal. His ability...
They don't know about Sprigatito yet, do they?
No. His ability is Blaze, which powers up Fire-type moves when the HP is low. And then Quaxley is possibly Water Fighting, which I'm kind of done with the starters being fighting, but oh well. And it has Torrent for its ability, which powers up Water-type moves when the HP is low.
So all of these power up their own moves when it's low?
Yeah.
Well, they're specific.
Which usually is the hidden ability for Pokemon. So it makes me wonder if hidden abilities are going to be something in this game or not, but it wasn't anything I found information about, so we'll find out later.
Those are so adorable. I love it. Why don't you like Smoliv?
I never said I didn't.
You were like, it now.
It has gross oil come out of its fucking head that you can't eat. That's bitter and gross. That's like having a Gloom.
Olive oil.
You know Gloom smells disgusting?
I know, but this one didn't say that it did.
It tastes bitter. I don't want that shit. You scare that thing and it fucking shoots oil at you?
Are you gonna eat the Pokemon?
I just said you scare it and it shoots oil at you.
I know. I know. I bet
it also Gloom. I don't want a freaking Gloom. Gross.
Well, not a Gloom, because they smell bad. But don't scare the olive. That'd be perfect. That's like an attack dog that's sad. You're being mean. Don't be mean. Oh, is this the final page?
Nope, you're good. Start it.
Alright, did you want to talk about picnics since we already started on that, or do you want to do these guys?
Do this first, because the picnic shit is with all my facts.
Alright, so, regional forms. We have Whopper and...
Whooper.
I know.
I even reminded her beforehand not to say Whopper.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna be poison type. These regional forms are...
And Tauros is gonna be black type.
He's gonna be black, however... I didn't tell you this part, that's my bad. I found out about it yesterday. Tauros is actually, it's in this paperwork, that's why. Tauros is actually gonna have, including his, there's gonna be his Cantonian form, but there's also gonna be 3 other new forms for Tauros. We only have 1 confirmed and it's gonna be black. We don't know about the other 2 yet, but each Tauros is in a different area, obtainable in a different area of the game. Depending on where it lives, it looks different in the region.
Oh, so kind of like, what was the cream Pokemon that I kept trying to grab all the forms from?
Alcremie?
Alcremie! Thank you so much. Yeah.
Similarly, except for Tauros doesn't evolve. But having multiple forms.
The multiple looks, the different colors. Still never got all of those. Okay, so we have a Convergent Species. It's gonna be Diglett, but he's gonna be a water type. Almost resembling an eel.
So Convergent Species, just really quick, this is gonna have different types of, it has a whole bunch of new shit in it. So there's different types of species of Pokemon in this game. And Convergent Species are based on convergent evolution in biology, which is defined as the process whereby distantly related organisms independently evolve similar traits to adopt similar necessities. So basically...
Like evolution for Pokemon.
And this is the only convergent
different, obviously.
Pokemon that we have, like that we actually know about. There's probably going to be more, but this is the only one.
I love that Diglett gets a water type. That's just so wild to
Yeah,
me.
he's going to be water type.
When's the last time you heard
Instead of
about
coming out of the ground, he could come out water.
When's the last time you heard about Diglett?
Like a geyser. That's the whole point.
That's adorable. Except for, you know, like all of those cosplays of Diglett where it's a guy wearing like a Diglett hat and he's just like buff as shit. He's just like, I'm Diglett.
This is like Diglett reimagined, like a geyser. I think it's so cool. But that's the only confirmed convergent species that we know about right now.
How many do you think that they might do?
I don't know.
I think they're going to probably use this mechanic for further games also.
Probably. There's around 400 to 500 in the decks confirmed.
The new evolutions, we have Primate fighting Ghost.
Yeah, yep. Mankey has a new evolution when he evolves in this region. He will be fighting Ghost type. How sick is that? Oh my god.
Whopper.
Yeah, Whooper. He'll evolve as well to something new because he has a regional form.
And again, these are leaks, so we don't have all of the information. Like,
yeah,
when the actual game comes out. And we might do some videos of gameplay. If you want to do that.
Sure. My TikTok will also, my personal TikTok will be filled with gameplay when it comes out of both of us.
You could also do on our podcast TikTok. And then we have Dunsparce.
Finally, he's getting an evolution. Unfortunately,
it's gonna be normal.
Gonna be normal type. It's not what we wanted. But Dunsparce, after all these generations, finally getting an evolution. Now, if only they could give Flygon some love. Or Delcatty. I'm waiting. I'm waiting
for Delcatty too. Okay, then we have Giraffaric. I never know how to say that.
That sounded perfect.
Yep.
And it's actually pure psychic. Giraffaric is normally psychic normal type. Loses the normal typing, it is pure psychic.
Normal typing kind of ruins a lot of Pokemons all the time.
It can.
And then we have Bisharp. So that's exciting. And then there's a thing called Ancient and Future Species. If you want to touch on that before I go. Both Ancient and Future Species together are called Paradox Pokemon.
Yes. So there are, what it's going to be is, we didn't know until like yesterday, I think, in terms of like the leaking community, that the Ancient Future Pokemon were going to be called Paradox Pokemon. We've just been calling them Ancient Future this whole time.
So if you have, so if people start saying like Paradox Pokemon, it's either going to be
one or the other.
Species or a Future Species.
Yeah, so the Ancient Future Species, though, what it actually is their ancestors or descendants for a current Pokemon that have time traveled from the past to the future. They don't evolve and are standalone Pokemon, but with high stats. They are classified as brand new Pokemon with their own name and dex number. This is big because it's going to make our dex bigger than it has ever been in a new generational game.
And the Paradox Pokemon touching on the actual game itself and the gameplay, the mechanics.
Yeah.
Probably going to touch in with Arceus, especially since they remade Arceus, which the fact that they remade those games right before they're releasing this means that it must be connected in some way. They must be expanding it.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a lot more new things.
Yeah. Alright, so for the ancient species we have Jigglypuff, I almost said Puck, Jigglypuff, Amoonguss, Volcarona, Salamence, and Mischievous. And then for future Pokemon, you can take it away.
Delibird, Gallade, which I heard that what they're doing for Gallade is basically combining Gardevoir and a Gallade and mushing them together. That's what I heard. Volcarona is getting an ancient and future species.
Yes.
One of my favorite Pokemon, so stoked. And then Tyranitar, Makuhita, or Hariyama, we don't know yet because as I stated previously, ancient and future species don't evolve. They're one-off Pokemon. So when I say Jigglypuff, I mean just Jigglypuff, not Wigglytuff. When I say Salamence, I mean just Salamence, not Bagon.
Obviously, this isn't going to be like Jigglypuff, like, oh, you can make any Jigglypuff ancient. Like, this is specifically like its own separate species.
Yes.
Yes.
And they don't evolve. They come as they are and they don't evolve.
That is very confusing.
Yes,
That is very confusing because people will be like, oh, this Jigglypuff, like these are like, they're using the same name, the same Pokemon build. It's just going to specifically be considered an ancient or a future species.
Yes. And,
so, we will touch on the confirmed not in game.
okay, wait, no, I finally found this. I've been looking for this.
Alright, you go for it.
Paradox Pass Pokemon are exclusive to Scarlet. and Paradox Future are exclusive to Violet. So if you're trying to pick which game to pick, let that help you.
That'll make it even harder for you.
Yes.
Let's make it even harder.
Yes.
Yeah, Ray really wants both.
Yeah.
Even though normally we just do one or the other, but there's no point. But also, there's also no point because it's now 2-player.
It's actually 4-player.
Really?
It's 4-player. You can literally, oh my god. They finally have made the first Pokemon game that is multiplayer. You can actually
are we able to
play together.
Yes, I understood that. I'm excited. So, say if you're playing Scarlet and playing Violet, are we able to do that, or does it have to be the same game?
From what I have found out, it does not have to be the same game.
That would be amazing, because then...
Well, that's going to help all of the features of the game.
And then people won't have to trade randomly, and they can actually hook up with their friends instead of continuously trying to trade, which was a pain in the butt the first time. We were constantly having to trade Pokemon back and forth.
Like,
but this time, I can grab ones from your game, and you can grab ones from my game.
Yeah. Like,
so
we'll actually be able to walk together in the game, side by side. View each other's avatars. And play it and walk. Okay, are we able to do that being in separate rooms, or do we have to be in like the same sitting area? I don't know. That's not out.
Okay, because that would be amazing if it was like.
But it will probably be online because that's how Nintendo has done its features in the past.
And I don't see why they would try.
And you have to pay for Nintendo Online. So why would they make you pay for it and then not have the game be a part of it?
That is true, and I don't see why they would do that, especially with COVID and everything.
Exactly.
They would be burnt. Yeah. Alive. If they were like, let's get everyone in a room and play Pokemon, everyone would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, so you go ahead, go first. These are the not in game. Yeah,
these are the ones, it's a very small list, but these are the ones that we have confirmed to not be in the game. This doesn't mean that they won't be available in the game ever, it just means that we're not going to be able to catch them in the game. However, at the end of the game after you beat it, and once they have linked Pokemon Home to the new game, which always takes Nintendo a second, but after they've done that, there's going to be a large group of Pokemon that will be able to transfer in the game from Pokemon Home.
Just like the other games.
So they're obtainable, but you cannot catch them in the game. So I'm not sure what these ones will be, but it has been confirmed that you cannot catch them in the game.
Put it down. Put it down so I can also read it.
Well, you gave it to me.
I know. I said you start.
This one makes me so sad because I really love this Pokemon and I'm waiting for it to also get more love, and I feel like it's never going to happen, and it's so sad because its whole story is so depressing.
It's probably not because a lot of people don't love it like you do.
It's Minior.
We also have Furfro. Let's all take a second. The dead Pokemon. That's not going to be this game.
Apom.
Woobat.
Toucanon.
Beedrill.
Applin.
I was gonna say something. Joltik.
Melodic.
Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Joltik's not gonna be in it?
No, the cute little electric spider. But there is confirmed to be a new spider in the game!
Ooh.
We just haven't seen it yet.
And we don't know the name of it, I'm assuming. Or else it'd probably be in here. Wailord.
Melodic. I can't remember if I already said that. Metagross.
Jinx.
Thank God. Golurk.
And Arceus.
Is not going to be in the game, but it does make sense because of Legends Arceus and him being a focal
literally
point.
But if they are going to link this game with that game, that would make sense.
Yeah, there's speculation that the games that not just Legends Arceus, but also Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon may end up all tying together, and I do have theories written down, but they may end up all tying together because of the space distortions that happened in Legends Arceus, and then the Ultra wormholes that happen in Sun and Moon. And actually, one of the things that's super cool about Sun and Moon, and the one way that we think it'll tie together, is...
I'm ready.
There was this... I haven't told her a lot of this stuff, so it'll be new to her.
This is new. So, first reactions for the podcast sort of thing.
But... I'm sure a lot of people don't remember this character, but his name was Ryuki, and if you Google him and you see a picture of him for 2 seconds, he is so memorable, it'll jog it in your brain. But Ryuki, he was introduced in Pokemon Sun and Moon. He shows up as potentially being a Dragon-type gym leader one day, but his region is unknown, and he just randomly starts showing up in Alola. And the thing is about these Pokemon games is that commonly, if there's a character that just shows up and is like, we don't know what your region is, they're usually in a game later from that new region. It's something that Game Freak has always done. But he looks so similar to the Scarlet Legendary. The way that his entire thing is, he looks just like the Scarlet Legendary. He's a rock musician who traveled to Alola from another region beyond the sea in order to spread his fame. He could be a champion or makes just some kind of appearance in Scarlet and Violet as a time traveler. So that's really exciting. One of the things that there's also talk about is that the future species for the Pokemon, that they could possibly be like robotic or otherwise genetically messed with by breeders and scientists. And the reason for this is because of like the fact that they, for one, none of them can evolve, but for two, we have heard a lot of speculation about some of the new forms being very robotic looking, and we've had quite a few hints because Nimona, I think that's how you say her name. Yeah, she's your not your rival, she's your friend in the game. And she is somehow in both time periods. So that's interesting. How is she in both time periods?
She told me about that one.
Yeah, but yeah. She is, when the Riddler coup made his, because he posts riddles on Twitter. When he posted
one of the leakers.
Yeah, when he posted a leak about this, he said that Nimona is an enhanced human. That she is literally so perfect, she's like a goddess.
Can I say
something? So, enhanced human.
Can I say something that might make me sound completely stupid?
Possibly robotic. What?
Okay, so there was this thing that I had, this was like 2 years ago, so I'm not going to remember all the details. But they messed with this when Mewtwo was happening. There was supposedly a human girl, right, that was like the daughter of somebody, and they tried to make her more than human, and she ended up actually being a bred Pokemon. I'll have to look it back up and let you know, but that's what this is sounding like.
Yeah, because I want to see that.
Yeah.
Because if that's something I don't know, that's impossible.
Yeah, no. It had to do, I don't remember if it had to do with like a separate book or what, that is from Pokemon, but it was like a stolen back book. Like, they wanted to release it, and then they decided not to, and they were probably going to...
They have done a lot of things like that they'll...
Yes.
This game is supposed to have... A lot of ideas and things that have been scrapped in the past are supposed to be coming back in this game.
That's exactly what that sounds like, because they used the human, and also while making Mewtwo, she said that she could feel the other Pokemons, like Bulbasaur specifically, and Charmander, and a lot of the first generation... The first generation starters also included Pikachu, and she also said that she could talk to them, and that she's technically a ghost that lives also in Lavender Town. I will have to look it back up.
I think I've actually heard about what you're talking about, but I do need to read up on it again.
But that's exactly what this is. That's what this is reminding.
This actually also leads into the next thing that I'm going to talk about, though. So, like I said, how is she in both time periods? For one, but for two,
she actually is a Pokemon, and there's multiple of her.
Right. But there's a new gimmick in this game, and by gimmick, I mean like in past games we've had Dynamaxing and Mega Evolution and Z moves and all that. Blech. So in this game, there's a new gimmick. Thank God it's not the same. And it's called like crystallization. I don't think that's an official term, but it's what everybody's calling it right now.
What does it do?
The item that makes it happen comes from this friend Nimona. She's the one who gives you the item to do the gimmick. Comes from nobody else. Comes from her. She gives you the freaking item.
Starting to sound like the Mewtwo lady that was made in a test tube.
So the new gimmick, crystallization, it's activated by the new item, and it's sort of like a move type-based boost that you pick prior to battle. So we're not sure exactly the dynamics of how it's going to work, but what we do know is that it is something that you activate on a Pokemon before battle starts. And it does not have to be the same typing, okay? So I have an example that I wrote down just to help. So let's say that you have a dragon type versus an ice type. So let's say like Salamence versus like Frostlass, okay? The dragon with Fire Blast, because most dragons can have Fire Blast or Flamethrower, right? So the dragon has Fire Blast, and you have the gimmick set before battle to be on that Pokemon, and you get to pick what type you want it to boost. So you pick fire before battle. And then you now hold the advantage. Instead of having to be worried because you're weak to ice type, you now have a super effective fire type move that has stab. That's right. It gives your fucking attacks stab damage, where otherwise you wouldn't get stab damage. Do you know how amazing that is? In the Pokemon world, that is gigantic. Holy crap. And so...
I mean, you're gonna kick my ass if it's a PvP.
I always kick your ass. But
you're gonna extra kick my ass.
But though.
That's because you're the breeder.
It's so exciting. Breeding is not available in this game. You're gonna get the eggs through another method. So we're gonna see how that all works out. But they're trying to cut.
You told me that.
Yeah. So they're trying to cut down on people like making fake Pokemon. So that's why probably they're doing this, because
the last one I remember, there was this whole like Facebook page that we were both in where it's like if you type
it's Machamps.com, and I 100% am on the side of the fact that they are not hacked Pokemon. If you think they are hacked Pokemon, you are wrong. Please go educate yourself.
No, I'm not saying that they're hacked. I just remember.
No, I know. I'm just telling other people that.
And we had to get a code. No, I remember. They weren't hacked.
They're not hacked. They're genned.
They were not.
They're legal, and they won't corrupt your game. Yeah. And if you think they will, I'm so sorry you released all of your shiny legendaries that were for free through Wonder Trade.
We have both done it. We have both gotten eggs. Well, we have both gotten Pokemon from Machamps.
Yeah, not just Machamps, other places too. Yeah. And
you just have to not be gullible, I guess would be the word.
The thing is the actual hacked Pokemon that can get you in trouble with Nintendo, you can't trade in the game. You can't trade them. So, like, you cannot get them in Wonder Trade. You can't get hacked Pokemon. So if you get a cool-ass Pokemon in Wonder Trade, and guess what? It's not hacked.
It's yours.
It's yours.
It's real.
It was just genned. As in somebody put in coding for it. It's an actual Pokemon that you can get in the game. So it's not hacked. The more you know.
But yeah, no, I remember that. That's what this,
Yeah. Oh, and the crystallization makes your Pokemon look a little bit different. They have, like, this, like, aura around them, and they kind of resemble whatever type that the gimmick item is supposed to enhance. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be, like, a dragon type move on a dragon type. It can be a fire type move on a dragon type, or an ice type move on a dragon type. Literally whatever you want to help cover the basis of its weaknesses so that you can have the advantage in battle. Which
that should be really cool.
It's a very strategic thing, but yes. I already read that one. Oh yeah, this is all just a list of facts. So,
let's do this. So, factoids.
You can read on.
Okay. There are going to be lots of cool new bug types.
Lots.
Yeah.
There's going to be, apparently, lots of cool new bug types coming out in this generation, which is awesome because bug types have not gotten a lot of love in the previous generations. Everyone thinks they're just annoying
and they're easy to kill, which generally they are. So hopefully they up the bug
Unless you're
types.
Volcarona or Frostmoth, then you're a fudging badass.
So hopefully they do that with these also new Pokemons.
I hope so. That's what they're hinting at.
Yeah.
There's going to be time travel,
which we touched on, which is kind of obvious.
However, the player character cannot time travel. Only the Pokemon time travel in the game. You cannot time travel.
That makes sense. Otherwise, it'd be broken. The Elite Four is coming back. I know. I don't know why I put it at that. I already pre-read it. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. The Elite Four is coming back. That should be super cool.
And we haven't had the Elite Four for a minute because they weren't in Alola and they weren't in Legends Arceus. So this is the first time for a minute we're gonna actually have the Elite Four back and becoming champion and all that jazz. Yes.
All right, and then we got the Regional 1 Dex at 400 to
500. Like I said, bigger than it has been in any other generation.
Got you.
And at least 300 are new Pokemon that are possibly reimagined, like the Convergent Species and
right,
but they're still new.
Okay, well that's really cool. 300, huh? That's so many. Everybody get excited. That's fucking awesome. All right, and then there's gonna be obviously the two hot professors.
The first time ever, again, that we are getting 2 professors for the game that are version exclusive professors. Never has happened before.
I love that so much.
Me too.
They're both attractive. And you know what? When you look at it, speaking about time travel, the female looks like she's ancient, and the male looks future. So it kind of goes with the game too.
I think it's so cool that they have a time traveling dynamic in the game.
So say if the female professor was for Scarlet, right? Then you'll know Scarlet has ancient species. Versus if the male professor is in the other one, then you'll know that the other one has future species. Yeah. That's pretty cool how they
these ones that. We already talked about. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the 4-player multiplayer gameplay. We already talked about that. This one. The gym leaders will be integrated into the story. Now, what I mean by this is traditionally in the past, the
You're not
gym
just
leaders
gonna go there, kick their butts,
and then leave.
and it's a different story, and they're just in
Yep.
the way on your way to the main story.
Yep.
They're actually gonna be a part of the story, so they'll actually have a reason to be there.
They're gonna be
Other than just whoop.
Yep, they're gonna be people you interact with. They will actually have lives outside of the gym. They will have secondary occupations. Bro, in a Pokemon game, the gym leaders are having secondary occupations.
This
How
seems
beautiful.
very in depth, and I love that.
So in depth. And you can also that one.
Oh, sorry, pointed to it again. I'm so sorry, I got lost. You can beat gym leaders twice in the main story.
Not
so
just
what does
once.
that mean?
It means you can go and do it fucking twice in the main story. Each gym
But
leader.
only twice?
Oh, I'm sure you could do it as many times afterwards, but in the main story itself, it has room in the actual adventure for you to do it 2 times.
I love that. And then we already talked about this, but the Pokemon time travel, it's called Time Warp.
Yes, it's called time warping.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Okay, the region, I haven't said this yet on purpose, I've been very careful. The new region is called Paldea. Paldea.
Paldea,
So
not Paldea.
No, it's the first way I said it. It's so cool. It has 3 cities and 9 towns. To put that into more perspective, this map is bigger than Legends Arceus is. The whole Hisui region, it's bigger.
God, that was so difficult.
It's bigger.
That was so
And it's
hard.
supposed to be open world. More like Breath of the Wild is open world, and less like Legends Arceus is open world.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so much. Oh my gosh, I'm already overwhelmed. There's a new dolphin Pokemon. That
Finally!
is confirmed. There's also a new fire and grass type Pokemon.
Which is a big deal, which is why I put it on here specifically. Fire grass is an awesome ass combination. I don't believe we've had one yet, but there's.
I'm trying to think. I don't think we have.
I don't think we have, but there's a lot talking about how it could be like maybe a chili pepper or something related.
That would be perfect. That would
And
be
remember,
perfect.
this gen is gonna have a lot more bugs in it, so
That
it could
is
also
true.
be a bug Pokemon.
That is true. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. All right, new two. Does that say 2-stage ice Pokemon?
Yep. Don't have a name, don't have a picture, but we know that there will be a brand new 2-stage ice Pokemon. That means it has its base form and 1 evolution.
Does that say hammer?
Yeah, girl.
There's. Oh, okay.
Read the whole damn thing!
All right, I'm gonna read the whole damn thing. New hammer Pokemon. It is pink.
Yep, there's gonna be a pink hammer. You heard it here. There's gonna be a pink hammer Pokemon.
Feminist. We get the pink hammer. All right, I love. I can't believe I just read. Oh well, I mean, I guess there are keys.
Well, it makes me think more like Aegislash.
Or that one, yeah. And then there's a new spider line. We already talked about that Joltik wasn't going to be in it, but new spider line.
And actually, the spider line was hinted at in the original
Would
trailer.
that also be? That would also be considered bug type, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it will be a bug type.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, figured. You can go for it.
There's gonna be a new coin and or chest Pokemon. We know that it's a coin, but we don't know what it will evolve into. I heard something about it evolving into a golden Ninja, which
Man, they are really making anything into a Pokemon. Hammers,
Well,
trash bags, keys.
the golden
coins.
Ninja is something that like you'll have to look up on your own because
Yeah.
I looked it up and it was a whole thing. There's a whole lore behind this thing that it's a mythical creature. It's a mythical Japanese creature, basically.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
love,
gonna
I love
be
myths and stuff like that.
there's
so
gonna be a
you know.
Pokemon based off of that apparently.
And then it's gonna be a new. I pre-read that one. There's gonna be a new fairy Pokemon.
Which isn't as exciting because we know there'll be new Pokemon for like every type, but it is confirmed that there'll be at least one new fairy.
new flamingo Pokemon.
Yeah, that's right. Pink ass flamingo.
A flamingo and a dolphin. That's adorable. I love that.
Yeah.
Alright, and then there's a new cactus Pokemon.
Which is like why we have Cacturn and then we have Maracactus, but okay.
A new earthworm Pokemon.
Like how cool is that though?
An ostrich Pokemon.
Yeah.
120 to 140 new Pokemon, including ancient and future species.
No, that's not including the ancient and future ones. I wrote that down specifically, not including them.
Gotcha. It just said including ancient and future species.
Yes, it did. It did say that.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You bad at writing. School thing to game.
Right, yeah, so the whole game is going to be slightly school themed. You will be going to a school. There will be a school dynamic to the game.
That's pretty nice. You can go for it.
Not all the Hisuian forms are in the game, which is something I said briefly about Zora and Zoroark. We do know for a fact that there will be some Hisuian forms specifically in the game, but we're not sure which ones or how many. So,
and then we have there's no fossils
at all,
which would make sense if they're making room for future and ancient.
There's not even any of the old Pokemon that were fossils are not in the game. Fossils are not a thing 100,000% in this game, which makes me sad for Pokemon like Kabutops and Archaeopteryx, but you know, whatever.
And then there will be new noticeable fire types. New group of 4 legends.
Right, okay, I'll do this one.
Yeah, go for that.
So, new group of 4 legends. So this is like the Tapus for Sun and Moon, the Late Guardians for Black and White, and then the Justice Trio for X and Y? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes I get my generations mixed up. And I don't like any of those Pokemon, so I don't care. But there's going to be a new group of 4. It's not a trio like it usually is. But I'm excited to see what this... Basically, they're like sub-legendaries. And I'm excited to see what those are going to look like.
The sub-legendaries always look sometimes cooler than the legendaries.
Sometimes they do. And with them being dragon types as the main legendaries in the game, they could have some really cool sub-legendaries.
I really love that. No third legendary. Said that so. No,
this one's different. There's no third legendary like how Black and White had Palkia, Dialga, and Curium.
Gotcha.
There's not going to be a third at all.
Gotcha.
No third.
And then no new Pokeball types. So
like how Legends Arceus has new different types of Pokeballs that we haven't seen before. This one will not have a dynamic like that.
So it's just gonna have the other Pokeballs.
Just all the normal ones.
No Mega.
Which we already know. No Mega, no Dynamaxing, no Z moves, nada.
Because we got that Crystal one to go for now. All Pokemon can use the new gimmick, which we just talked about.
Oh, this one's cool.
Can fight gym leaders in any order.
Speculation.
Really?
Speculation, teams, and level caps remain the same. So what this is saying is it'll be true to open world, where you can literally go and do whatever you want.
So that also includes finding the leaders in any order that you want.
Yeah, so you could just walk your happy ass at the very beginning of the game, as far as you can anyway. I don't know if they have HM moves in this game or not. But you can go as far as you want and battle the gym leaders in any order. However, there's speculation. We are not 100% sure. It would be very unfortunate if they didn't, because we are aware in the anime that gym leaders do this, and they change their teams with how strong the person battling them is. But we're concerned that they may not do that in this game, which means that the level caps and their teams would stay the same, no matter what order you fight them in. But you're free to try whatever order you want.
That's really cool, though. There's some new interesting types of evolutions. Alright, are you ready to talk about this? Does this also include Eevee?
No.
Okay.
So, as far as there has been with leaking, there's no new Eeveelution. The speculation behind it is very unfortunate. There still could be one.
And if there could be, it would probably be Dragon type.
It would be Dragon type to help, to level it out, because there's Fairy type as the last one. But there's going to be interesting new types of evolution. So think like Basculegion and Weirdeer, how you had, I think it was like, with Weirdeer you had to do Shield Bash like 30 times, I think, or something.
Something
and then
intense.
With Basculegion you had to take a certain amount of damage from your attacks, from your own attacks, the drawback damage. A certain amount without him dying before he would evolve. So there's going to be weird evolutionary dynamics like that in the game. I know
it's not like just like how in the newer not Arceus, where you would have to like take the switch, flip it upside down, or with the Creme you had to like fucking turn it.
You had to spin your Joy-Con.
It's funny because me and somebody else, we literally sat there and we didn't know it was the Joy-Cons itself, so we were moving the switch itself. And I was like, "This is the Joy-Cons!" And they were like, beautiful. "Oh, got it." I just sat there and watched them do this for like 2 minutes.
By the way, when she referenced turning her switch upside down, she's talking about Inkay, in case you thought she was Psycho for a minute.
I should have mentioned that. Yeah, in order to evolve him, you have to switch your upside down and then you have to pull it back. It's a whole mechanic. There's going to be new abilities, and then alphas are returning under new names.
Right, so alpha Pokemon in Legends Arceus are going to be returning. They're going to still have the size variation and such going on in the overworld, to our knowledge. But the alpha baseline is going to be returning, but they're probably going to be named something else.
Nice. Alright, and that was that one. So why don't you?
That was the camp feature on that page.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know a lot about this either,
But
but
apparently, so you know how like we would make curry for the last game in order to like boost your morale.
they
with
were
your
called Pokemon Refresh in a previous game, and in the most previous game, they were called Pokemon Camp.
Yeah. But now it is Pokemon Picnic, which is adorable. You can watch Pokemon. Some don't like it. But watching them restores their HP and increases their friendship. I can only imagine the cats don't like it. You can get eggs through it.
Yeah, so this is how we're going to be getting eggs in this game. It's not going to be through breeding. It will somehow be through the Pokemon Picnic mechanics.
Which we don't know enough about.
Don't know anything about how or what. I am only saying what the leakers gave us.
Gotcha. Not all Paradox Pokemon
change typing. Right, so the Paradox Pokemon, some of them will change typing, like how Wooper changes typing, but not all of them will, so don't expect it with all of them. Like Jigglypuff, apparently its typing is going to remain the same, but other ones, their typing is changing.
Alright, and then Paradox past Pokemon are exclusive to Scarlet. We already talked about that. You can get as many Paradox Pokemon as you want from the end game. New feature called
Auctions.
Auctions? Is that auctions?
Yep. I have no idea what the auction is, but nobody else does either.
We just know that's going to be a new feature. God, I cannot read or speak. Teased coin Pokemon evolves into a golden. What does that say? What does that?
Oh
say?
yeah. Wait a second. Through the new feature called auctions, what we do know is that this is going to be how you're going to get the different forms of Rotom. However the hell that entails, that don't know. But you're supposed to be able to get the Rotom forms.
All right. And then Paldea is bigger than...
I said that earlier, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then one Pokemon can follow you, not just indoors.
Not indoors. It won't follow you indoors, but anywhere else you can have one Pokemon follow you. How awesome is that? That is so fucking awesome.
I love that they did the writing mechanic for Arceus. I really do. Paldea's Tauros doesn't evolve, so they don't evolve. But they have 3 different forms. I think she explained that. Different regions, different colors.
One is a single type. Other 2 are dual typing. And the Cantonian Tauros is in the game.
And like Legend Arceus, you can choose when to evolve once it's met. So you have the choice to evolve it. Kind of like Ash and this Pikachu.
Yep.
And then experience share cannot be deactivated.
Which I know some people really hate that, but I don't care. I want my XP share on.
So, are you saying that if...
It's a key item, and you can't deactivate it after you get it.
Gotcha. How is that going to affect...
The majority of the games already have that mechanic.
I know. Oh.
It's just before you could deactivate it. But in this game, apparently you're not going to be able to.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember saying it, but it should have been written on there somewhere. But regardless, the move relearner, move deleter crap doesn't exist anymore. They're taking the dynamic that they had in Legends Arceus, where you can just go to that one battle person or whatever and like get everything there and have your Pokemon learn whatever moves you want. You just have to pay for it.
Gotcha.
That same mechanic is going to be in the game.
Oh, they better come up with a way to get money real quick, real fast, and a lot of it, because I'm going to lose my mind. Oh my god, I hate that.
This episode is almost an hour long.
So this will be...
We will probably split it into 2.
Yeah, so we will go ahead and split it into 2, so if you recognize that it sounds weird, we might split it into 2, or we might decide to just leave it long and not do a second episode.
That is true. If we post the whole video, then more than likely we will not be doing a next episode, because usually we're going to be doing our episodes Saturdays and Mondays now instead of Friday because it works better for us. However, we have an anime convention we're going to soon, so we're trying really hard for everyone to get our cosplays like done and ready for that.
So we will try our hardest to post those videos. If we don't, do not hate us, but we will try our absolute hardest. I think she's gonna make it happen.
Despite whatever she says, I will be uploading things during the convention.
Yes, we are still going to be uploading things. We'll be uploading TikToks and Facebooks.
Not after the convention, during.
And I'm totally fine with that. During. I just meant the podcast. We can't record while we are there because
there will be a podcast segment.
Yeah, because we will
until afterwards. And
yes.
what we'll probably do for the next one is sit down with Maeve and do a podcast segment about the anime convention.
So there may or may not be an episode on Saturday and Monday. We are going to try our hardest to record before. And then, so that way Saturday and Monday we can just
Basically,
upload.
this may be our last upload for an episode until after the anime convention,
Yes.
but we will do TikToks and stuff during the convention. We'll have tons of really cool pictures to take and everything, tons of videos and experiences we'll make there. And
Check out our podcast, not podcast. Check out our TikTok. It's Ray and Ray. We have all of it uploaded into our link tree. The link tree is on our Facebook. And I think I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening. For the people who do, we really freaking appreciate you. We know that this one's longer, or it might be cut into two, but we really appreciate all the support that we have gotten, like to the bottom of our hearts. We really do, because this is really fun for us, and we hope to make it our job someday. Well, our second jobs. We already have current jobs, but
we would love to make money from this.
Yes, so thank you. Thank you so much for listening, and we appreciate all of you. Have an awesome day, and look forward to whatever we do end up posting this upcoming week. Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.